Winning by default. It was like a roller coaster ride as you follow along, feeling the joys and pains of a young colored boy growing up as a Charleston, Mississippi sharecropper.
I was born by the river.
I spent the early years of our newly blended family primarily learning how to work. It's around 1:30 in the afternoon in mid-July of 1950 at the Shores place. I was only 5 years old, a skinny little boy, no more than 3.5 feet tall, weighing about 90 pounds, soaking wet.
Every day I had a blues.
While struggling to survive during the 1940s, 50s, and 60s, there was a big disappointment at settlement time of a balance due, which meant we owed more money at harvest time than we did the year before. But at an early age, Roger fell in love with a big brown battery-operated wooden talking box called radio.
George, I can't get over how much more pleasant things it's been since we've been listening to the Happy Harrington.
Yeah, it's made a difference around here. Breakfast more pleasant. Yeah, honey, they done something for us.
Calling Jesus, my rock, my rock.
Not too many years later, Roger found his way to the Missionary Baptist Church mourners bench. Relive the exhilaration of his experience of getting religion the old-time way. Give me that old-time religion. Give me that old-time religion. It's good enough for me. But religion alone was not enough to pacify this young buck. Roger was not satisfied until he got a taste of Saturday Night Live in the juke joints of West Main in Charleston.
Hey, you! Come out here on the floor. Let's rock some more.
For the next few years after I confessed Christ in my life, I was blindsided by the devil. I was preoccupied with a good time. Going to Charleston on Saturday nights was a way of life for many sharecroppers. Charleston is what some would call a one-horse town that has one of the strangest personalities of all the small Mississippi Delta towns I've ever seen. There was only about 2,000 residents within the city limits, but wait until dusk dark and Negroes would converge from every nook and cranny. Charlestonians knew how to party back then. In the late 50s and 60s, it was our turn to get it on. Well, it's about 9 o'clock now, and it's time to head down on the low end of West Main Street, where there is one juke joint after another. We would walk from one joint to another to find some female action. This was like the red light district of Charleston for colors. Meanwhile, when we'd walk into Sarita's, there would be older guys like Hule Williams swing dancing with one of the young ladies who hung out down there. They'd be jamming on those wooden cafe floors like nobody's business. Kind of like American Bandstand, really. It was all about good time on Saturday nights. Even Harlem didn't have any more excitement than the low end, as we called it, of my hometown. This was the basic routine for all the fellas of my age bracket on Saturday night. Winning by default, in print and audio. Written and narrated by the author, Roger C. Bethel. Winning by Default, Volume 1, a 2-set CD, 2-hour audiobook for only $10 per set, plus $2.95 for shipping and handling. Send check or money order to P.O. Box 752055, Memphis, Tennessee 38175. That's P.O. Box 752055, Memphis, Tennessee 38175. Or call toll-free 877-827-4890. That's 877-827-4890. Winning by Default. Call today and get your copy.